Hey guys, Monday, July 21st, 2025. Let's see what the Blackwood is up to today. So far, let's start with our market profile. As you can see, zooming in here, we're trying to hold this value area high of 335. It's hovering around 337. As of this morning, as you can see, there's some sellers last month. Volume is a little negative. Interesting. We got our weekly. We found support on our anchored VWAP from 1002 high. Looks like it may want to test that again. Maybe that could be another opportunity to go long if we get down there. But if we crack it, pierce it, and then close below it for another week, high probability we'll test 284. And I know there's a gap fill somewhere down there. And then obviously the point of control 259, but that's just speculation of mine. Let's see if the bulls are going to show up this week. Going a little more fractal daily using our anchored VWAP from the 152 low. You can see that and our anchored VWAP from the 490 high that we did on May 10th. Look where we failed. Right on the anchored VWAP. We didn't even get to kiss the value area high, which was around 376. How you like them apples? But we did find support on the 152 low. You want to keep an eye on this area right here. And if it cracks through there, this is your next support using this system. Let's go into the simple glance chart. MACD is still negative. The week, the monthly is just kind of like nothing. The weekly is a little more interesting. We're always kind of closing above the 50. Now we're entering the cloud again, and we're going to test this 50. This is going to be the nice sweet spot. I'm extending it even to the point of control right here. I mean, if it's really going to get ugly. But this is your first line if you want to nibble, and then your second line in conjunction with this 50% here. You can see, 339. Then there's that 326. But I think it's going to get in there. MACD is still negative. PPS sell signal. So the path of least resistance is to the downside. It looks like it was just a dead cat bounce last 2 weeks. And now we cracked the Movos. And if you're bearish, you want to see it take out the 50 on the weekly SMA and dig into the cloud and get down here. This is where I would unload if I was short in this ballpark. I don't have no position on that gas because it's just, here was the clincher to let me know, all right, I'm going to go long, but we never got to close. I mean, we probably did here, but I like to see at least 3 days away from the cloud in order to see some conviction. And sometimes you get chopped out like that too, but at least 3 days away from this cloud, even sideways 3 days, it pulls back or whatever, then maybe I could get in, but at least I know I'm getting away from here. This was telling you that the bulls didn't really have the pressure to push it up, even though we had a PPS buy signal on the 15th. We were chopping around the 20 and the 50 SMA, and now we got a PPS sell signal, so I'm sure this stops up here. And the future on the Kumo cloud already looks negative. If we have a close below 333, I know the retail is going to defend that because of the Gann fan. You can see that the pressure is building. If they don't defend 333, it's obviously going to get down to this area right here. There's a pivot low at 314, and you got a MACD sell signal. So PPS, MACD, telling you that the trend now could be, this is all a dead cat bounce. If it wasn't a dead cat bounce, we would have been going like this. And on this day, the 21st, remember I was telling you about the 20th? I was watching it for a possible turn. It all depends what direction it was going. So it was going up. And then between the 20th and the 21st, I was thinking there was a turn. And look, there's a turn to the downside, which I was kind of leaning on. And so far now it's playing out. Let's go into our geometry side, we failed this angle. You already, if you've been following my channel, you already know. This is a line in the sand also in regards to geometry, and it failed. In regards to the channels, failed the 25%. Now you're hitting the quadrant, and then you're going to go back to your midpoint around 316. This is my FT levels. We didn't really even get up here around 375. So now next target would be 326 all the way to 315. Those are the DNA levels of nat gas. So this is retail. This is the retail trader. So this is what I want to see. Retail is going to defend this 333. They defended it here. And when I say retail, retail uses this Gann system. Fans, they anchor it to the highs and swing lows. So they're going to be seeing that. It was like, let's see if we could defend that, a buying opportunity. Let's see, anything here? Gap fill. We still got this gap fill, guys. May fill, may not. But we got, you know, pivot lows that you want to keep an eye on. So if this is where it's going to fill, because I'm leaning in conjunction with my SO, which I'm probably ahead of myself. My SO date is on the 25th. So we just got a couple of days. I don't think it's going to probably get, it could, I don't know. Let's see how volatile it gets. But typically, this should be a low, or maybe a failed new low, but not going like this. Because it's going contra of what, you know, the system is. But anyway, keep an eye on the 25th. So far, this SO timing system has worked out really well. Is it going to work out and then the 25th? I don't know. We'll see. We're all going to see it together. Let's see. Anything else interesting here? My retrace, you can see they already failed one of the midpoints, 338. Your next one is be 321. Those that follow 50% levels. You can see 302 and then, you know, so forth. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it. I already did it in my SO, my swing chart. I have it pointing down here around 724, 25. Well, we shall see. Let's go to our midpoint chart. So far, big quadrant level to watch would be 319, and the waves are negative. Mobiles have just been chopped. No conviction whatsoever. Even though you see all this, this tells me we're going nowhere. Let's look at our daily TPS sell signal. Failed at 25%, which was this right here. So this in conjunction with the cloud and everything. See how everything kind of correlates? This these levels have nothing to do with the Kumo cloud, but the Kumo cloud was already telling me. So it's all visuals for me. I'm a visual trader and using, you know, systematic analysis. So all this was just telling me we were not going nowhere, even though we were poking. Now I want to see if we could take out 333. This is where retail are looking at that angle. And this is the low. Is that the low? Yep, this is the low of last month. Look at that, 336, 337. Waves are telling us the pressure's to the downside, PPS sell signal. We're going to get a little choppy here, but if we crack the mobile, it could get really ugly. Stokes are unwinding. We can look at the 4 hour. So all this maybe was just a dead cat bounce. We went up here, we came down, we tried again, and this is where the systems in the algos get aggressive. Because you couldn't even take out the high. So this is what I call a fail new high. All this was good. All this was good. All this was good. We came here. PPS sell signal warning. Watch out. Fail aggression. Systems get really aggressive on the short side when they see this pattern, especially on the 4 hour. It took you 4 hours to do this, and you couldn't even go through there. It shows the systems that there was weakness, and you took out your midpoint for the week. So this is a line in the sand, 350. And this is the low that you did last week, 338. Targets to the downside, 332, 333. Remember, that's the Gann retail angle that they're watching. And 325. This is extreme for the week. And mobiles are negative. Stokes are unwinding. And lastly, for today, if you're a scalper or trader, in and out, you're very overextended. So it could probably bounce. And if it bounces, you got a couple of targets, 342, maybe 345, but not bad. I mean, it could, but it's not gonna be much. You're not gonna like get up here today at 356. So it could bounce, and then it'll be another opportunity to go short again. I'm gonna sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.